Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read. We're going to talk about Friday and potentially surrounding it, but I hope all is well. Let's start off and begin the reading by pulling a couple of these Wisdom Oracle cards, and then we'll move on to the Mystic Mondays Tarot. So let's do one more initial shuffle. I feel the need to mention in the last attempt to get the reading done, I got the Y card. I feel like there are going to be certain questions rolling around in your mind, potentially regarding the past, and or the future. All right. And I feel like that does naturally, to an extent, intertwine with what you have at hand, your current day situation or situations. But we have 4 on the board, and they're giving me that number to be exact. And I know for me, when I think of the number 4, the first word that comes to mind is protection. And they're saying protective. I said that really weird, protective. But the first and foremost on the board, go the distance, as they push me to look at the bottom of the deck where it has the Fates card, okay? And I really feel like this is a time for you, this Friday and surrounding it, where you're being pushed to embrace or remember the fact that you were meant to go the distance and there's a starlight quality about you. This may be more in regards to, or more of a focus on a project, a business, a career path for you in general. This could be your creative endeavor or two. They're saying an outlet can become a work of art, okay, a work of success. Anyways, that was a bit of a struggle, but it feels like this is a day where you're being reminded or informed you're meant to go the distance, and there's fate-like energy surrounding you, but more so ahead for you, okay? Round and round. It feels like this is a day where there's cycles taking a focus. This could be with an individual, a connection, if you will. Could be in regards to your career. Could be more so your habits, your day-to-day routine or routines could be taken a highlight. But Spirit's saying, let's not keep going around and around. Do you want to make yourself dizzy, right? Spirit is reminding you that you are in the driver's seat. Wow, as I lose my breath. And you do have more control than you realize. So let's stop this round and round and focus on the fact that we are meant to go the distance, okay? But soulmates, even if this isn't pertaining to a connection or two, or habits in regards to that, there is a soulmate, if not multiple, taking a highlight. I feel like being drawn to this reading, you're meant to connect with certain or reconnect with certain soulmates moving forward. And it feels like friendship, okay? It doesn't feel romantic in any way, shape, or form. They're saying there might be a hint of romance in one of those connections for somebody, but I do feel like all the meanwhile, the soulmates, or one in particular, is going to take a highlight. But the fourth of which, before we move on to the tarot, is the community card. I do feel like you're being informed and or reminded that there's a soulmate or two within a community of some sort for you. This could be online, this could be in person, you name it. I do feel like this person is at least at somewhat of a distance. I sense that you're also thinking about money, naturally, right? Wanting more, wanting to clean things up potentially, but the connection that you have to this community, but more importantly, the connection that the community has to you is going to be of significance throughout this day and surrounding it. Let's move on to the tarot as I hit my elbow. The 4 of Wands and the High Priestess at the split deck. It feels like this is an intuitively guided and spiritually informing kind of day as you're being pushed to remember or know for the first time that things are falling into place for you, okay? That things are working out. I feel like you're thinking about where you're feeling a bit boxed in, okay? In one way, if not multiple. To continue for this upcoming Friday. I'm also hearing don't over caffeinate. Don't over caffeinate if that pertains to you, as I feel like I did today. The King of Wands and the 4 of Swords, definitely speaking upon your protective and protected energy. It feels like you are feeling quite bold in every little movement and lack thereof which throughout this day. And I feel like you're being reminded, stay confident, stay bold, or get back to or to that place, that state of being, that perspective on what you want to accomplish, what you wish to see fall into place more so moving forward, because you are protected. And Spirit saying, even in moments when you don't realize that you actually are protecting your future, okay? by potentially initiating the ending of this round and around. They're saying that roundabout could be other adjustments and accomplishments otherwise. But I feel like you're also being viewed as somebody who has energy and passion and drive, but is a little bit more relaxed than the normal person that they would associate with, or maybe in regards to the way you used to be or normally are. I feel like you are changing. This keeps coming up in these readings these days. You might find there is a point or two throughout the day, or a chunk of which, where you feel a bit stiff physically, right? Okay, maybe mentally as well, or just in general, but you're going to feel a bit stiff. This might be because you chose to ignore the message about not over caffeinating, and you're getting anxiety, or it might be spiritually and or energetically affected. It feels like you are going to need to step away from a situation at a certain point throughout this day, and this will benefit you. It may even benefit what you're trying to accomplish. Bear with me as there is something in the view of the camera, but I feel like all the meanwhile, you do deserve to implement true levels of rest and appreciation in the midst of or after all that you accomplish throughout this day. Okay. They're now saying a very conquering kind of vibe. I feel like you know what you're doing and you want to do more of which, but then Spirit's reminding you you're not an Energizer Bunny, nor should you be. There is only so much time in a day. You might be thinking about a past chapter in your life, if not this current one, where it feels like there's not enough time in one day, 1 week, potentially 1 month. But I feel like these cards are aligning. The Four of Swords and the Soulmates card. I feel like you're being reminded or informed that you're protected in regards to soulmate connections moving forward. Current existing ones, potentially 1 or 2 that are meant to come back around for you. And most definitely new connections, new soulmates for the future. I feel like you're going to mean a ton to somebody new that you meet. I want to say in a couple months. Okay, so buckle up for that, and stay focused until that time comes. That could be a lover, right? That could be someone to just have fun with. That could be a friend. It could be even a coworker or just an acquaintance. But there's somebody, you're going to meet a lot of them. Anyways. The Community card and the King of Wands going together, because it feels like a Friday and surrounding it, where this bold confidence and knowledgeable way of being and that passion is coming into play and being put to use somehow when it comes to this community. Or maybe that community is leaving you in one way, shape, or form, if not multiple ways, embodying this King of Wands energy. All right. I keep hearing you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. That doesn't have to be career related or even task or accomplishment related. It may be talking about your path. You know what you're doing. The answers lie within more than it feels at times. So you might get that reminder. Let's pull right from the middle. The High Priestess again and the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Thoughts of what you left behind, potentially thinking about what you do inevitably or will choose to leave behind moving forward. Maybe asking why something had to end sooner than you anticipated, than you thought, or planned for. It feels like you're going to need to put your experience to use in more than one way throughout this day. But again, the Hierophant, okay, didn't mean to say that, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. There's an emotionally fulfilling way about how you are very connected to the spiritual realm, to your higher self, and maybe getting pushed to connect back to the answers within and to trust that intuition wholeheartedly, because you're going to find that that makes it 100 times easier to guide yourself moving forward with a sense of ease within you. Okay. And I feel like that sense of ease and confidence and that sense of ease and confidence, bear with me, will grow more so over time, naturally. I feel like I haven't stopped speaking. It's very interesting because I was thinking this morning, as soon as I got up or soon after, I couldn't get out of bed for whatever reason. I was thinking about your third eye opening or third eye opening in general. That could take a focus. All right. They're also reminding you of a potential, they're saying iceberg that you could crash into moving forward. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen. However that looks for you. That was quite dramatic. But let's pull one or two more before we wrap this up. They're saying when you're feeling very much one with this Knight of Pentacles energy, when you don't feel like moving quickly, you can't accomplish quickly, but you still get things done, doesn't mean you're lacking motivation. That's when you're on point, all right? Doesn't mean you're super sleepy or just very out of it, maybe a little bit, but they're saying when you are calm, cool, and collected and grounded in very Knight of Pentacles way of being, but still embodying this King of Wands energy all the meanwhile, male or female, you are on point, okay? They're saying keep it going, and we'll leave it at that, okay? So this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Friday, and I'll see you next time.